finish up Stranglethorn. So I've done all the quests here. Logged in at Booty Bay, flew up. I took a look at the map, flew up. What I would love to do is to dig into the questy code and change it so these are dots again, right? But that the exclamation point stays on top of the mobs that are quest mobs, but that they're centered by default rather than like adjusted from the left using, you know, like careful tuning. I just want it to auto center. So many herbs here. This is beautiful. Sorry, I'm going to get all these shinies first because this is just too delicious. And if I don't, I'll kick myself later on and be like, why didn't I grab all those herbs? There we go. I always tell myself that. It's like, oh, there's that herb over there, but that level 32 cat is there. When I'm 40 and I'm back here, I'll grab all those herbs. Well, now I'm 43, and it's like, I better grab all those herbs. Now I can be almost completely invisible. And I can run fast, so it's sort of like I'm in cheetah form, you know, travel form as a druid, which is usually what I would herb in as I'm moving around very quickly. I'm not going to cross the river, though. Not going to do it. Wouldn't be prudent. Right, so let's make the rounds. Let's go up here to the caves first. I think I can do this without grabbing anyone else. I usually do. So we're going for Curzon Commandos. They're usually like hidden. See the little exclamation point? It's off center. It's annoying. It's the way they coded it is weird. Yep, I hear you. Stealth enemies seem to have an off-center one. There's something about their bar that's different. It's weird. Off-putting. He can probably completely heal himself against two of those guys. No, it doesn't give me a lot of XP, but it's still fun. It's an adventure. I'm having an adventure. I don't know. Shut up, use. Against three of them, that's fine. This reminds me, I need to respec him. Well, actually, no. I think I'm going to leave him with that 1 point. I think I like having 1 point here, because he does heal himself. I may end up putting 2 points there as well, which is even better for soloing because of the more healing. The glyph sort of negates the need for that as much, right? The med pet. But that just means he's even more happy, as they say, or happier. don't remember if I have to come back in here a second time after I get the strong box. Let's see here. Let me look it up. Wow, the hidden key. For some reason, I remember having to come back in again. Spy reveal. Patrol schedules. Maybe not. Remember when these elites used to be elite?
Recharging.
I may make these darker so they're not flashbangy. Let's see here. Health bar. There we go. Nope. Which one am I using? I think I'm just using the default colors. I think I would have to override it. There we go. That's better. Friendly color, green. Neutral color, yellow. Get rid of the flashbang nature of that bar. It's like, red! Right in your face.
I need to get closer.
Okay, maybe that's a little too little. Zoom in, zoom in, zoom in. There you go. Okay. Let me turn off, Okay, I don't have the quest for that, so I do have to come back in. There's a quest that sends you to the very back of the cave, and you kill the dude back there. I think that's the follow-up from this, in some way. Or maybe it's the follow-up from the Commandos one. The game is looking really nice right now. Let's get that. Whoops. Let's just redo this in a minute. Gets too big and it's like, bleh. Social aggro, man. Social aggro is working differently here. Those guys shouldn't be able to see each other. The social aggro should be affected by the difference between your level and their level. They may not have coded it that way on the server. At least that's been my experience in retail, meaning any of the official releases. The way it works in my experience is if I'm his level and I'm far enough away, right, for him not to see me, if you take that distance, right, and that's the distance for social aggro, right? But so like if I'm 10 levels above, that closes the distance by 10 levels or 10 yards, right? So that should also close the distance on, or increase the distance on social aggro, but before they can see each other, right? Before they can talk to each other. So if the normal social aggro for a pair of 34s, see you, babe, is 20 yards, if I'm 44, it should go down to 10 yards, just like the distance I need to be to set them off, right? Like I can get really close to this panther before it sees me, right? I can get 10 yards, right? Or look at that, 10 yards, 8 yards. I believe is the social aggro distance if I'm, again, 10 levels above them. At least that's been my experience in the game. That it changes dynamically based on your level differences. It's not hard-coded to always be X distance.
King's honor, friend. Be careful.
Yep, now we have to go back in.
Hey there.
Port Tedora.
See you later.
Now he's going to give me the quest to go in and kill the dude, right? Neither are great, but this one sells for more.
Or the Alliance.
Or maybe Colonel, whatever his name. That's it. That's the one that takes you inside. Okay, so we're gonna go do that.
Greetings.
All right. Everything else here, we'll get rid of some of this. God, they're so chunky and gorgeous.
Honor, friend.
I love the tip tack change to the tooltips. It's amazing. This used to be an elite quest or a group quest. Does it say group now? No, because they did nerf the hell out of it. It used to be really challenging. Like everything in there was an elite. So you'd basically want at least 2 or 3 people. You know, maybe even go a couple levels higher than the quest. But they made it more solo friendly over time, which is fine. If you really want it to be difficult, you can go make a vanilla server. Good kitty. Doing this with with a follower would be a sort of overkill at this point. I already have the killing power of 2 people at least who are 34. There we go. I love that exclamation point so much. But doesn't it mean he has a quest? No, this is one of your goals. Kill him. I think if memory serves, this started appearing in Battle for Azeroth. I think I remember seeing about that time in retail. And it was like delightful. I'm like, oh, that's new. I like that. It's like such an obvious sign. This is a mob you want to kill. And it's either they have something you want or you just need to kill them. It's either what do they call the slay objective or a collect objective. You're making the game too easy. Well, if I wanted vanilla, I'd go play vanilla. I want Wrath. In Wrath, they make a lot of the stuff easier, which is nice. They also build in, like, you know, markers on the map for you, like the exclamation point, so you know which quest to pick up. I remember one of our guildies was like, I never knew that quest was there. It was like those boards in Lakeshore, in Red Ridge and Lakeshire. There are those boards that give like quests. It's like a lot of people didn't even know that they had quests, or at least a couple of them. Now, normally I would slow him down, but I can kill these guys fast enough that they die in pretty much one hit at this point, when they're about 20%, usually. Plus I can always do an arcane shot. If I can kill quickly enough, I can clear all this rabble before I need to come back, for when I come back out, and it'll be like cleared out. Of course, I'm getting good pages along the way, so that's nice. Man. That's no big deal. If I have 2 or 3 stacks on me, that would be a problem. Clear it all.
Recharging.
Now, you might think, you know, you're a person that's like a minimalist. Why would you want all these numbers on his health bar right here, right? Like the health numbers. Those are actually quite useful. I don't need the numerical value, but the percent value is very useful. Because there are certain things that happen at certain percents. Like when a mob goes below 20%, they're very likely to run if they're like a human or whatever. If they're a runner. So it's nice to see that number. I could do without the number in front. That doesn't matter to me. But that percent, really helpful. Same thing with bosses. Like bosses will have certain things that happen at certain times. I think it's going to happen like this. Yep, I knew he was going to pull anyway. Doesn't matter. Stun him. Not that we have to for whatever. Let's just go. Big red kitty. Big red kitty. Thanks a lot. Do I have that curative on me? I don't have it, do I? The jungle remedy is nice to have. I should go collect some of those. Alright, so doesn't this start a quest? Maybe not anymore, or maybe not at all. Maybe that's later. Maybe they do that in Kata. I think they make it so it starts a quest. So that when you're back there, there's an extra little surprise. Like, ooh, I didn't see... this is cool. It's a little thingy. Up this way. There we go. Wow, we still have more elites? Oh, one more elite. Well, good that you're here, guys. Whoops. Come on, redraw. Damn it. I'm so hilariously overpowered for these guys now. Because I got so distracted and did dungeons and other things. Okay, now it looks like the cast bar is a bit on the low side. I may move that up. Like when they cast, I want to see that it looks like it's a. Like, I'm going to try 1 pixel up. Both the text and the bar. TP. Cast bar. -14. Spell text. -13. Okay. Let's try that. It's better. Could be 1 more pixel up. Actually, the text is too high now. But the bar could come up a little bit. Cast bar. -13. Oh, that's why, because they're both... Yeah. Right. They should both be the same number. There we go. Now it's touching. I could even make that text smaller. Fit that bar better. Like 1 pixel smaller. Can I do that? Cast bar. Spell text. Font size 8. Let's see the spell bar now. Yeah, that looks good. That looks very good. I'd say the only other thing I would do is make the cast bar, like not quite as tall by like 1 pixel. It doesn't need to be quite that chunky. They don't run. Got it. Let's see if I can. Can I change that? Cast bar. No, I can't change it. Okay. See, in retail, you can see cast bars underneath anything that's casting, not just your target. So I'd like to make it so I can see that cast bar, even if it's not my current target. Maybe that was a proximity thing. What's nice about that is you can, if you're like tanking or whatever, you can, and you have 3 or 4 mobs, you can see a mob's casting, you can like turn to it instead and like snap it, you know, like bam, no. Or if you're a rogue or something, you could just like switch mobs and kick it. That might be an API problem in this version of the game. It might not even give that information to you. I'll have to pay more attention if I'm in, you know, with like a melee and a caster to see if I can see the caster bar this close. Okay, thank you. Thank you for stunning me. It's always a pleasant thing. Okay, now I'm not going to turn this in right away. I'm going to run around and do a couple other quests, right? Or wait, maybe no, I will turn it in. Let's do this real quick. So I just want to see if there's a follow-up and what that follow-up is. Because I know I need to come down here and get Bagthera, and then I need to come over here and get Sindal. Oh, it's just Panther Mastery. That's all I have left there. Okay. Let's see here. Stone of the Tides, no. I think that one. I'll go ahead and I'll trace the green ones. We'll see where we go for those. I think they're all up this way. Yeah. Like that's down near Bagthera. Bagthera, who used to be a stealth kitty. An elite stealth kitty. Again, if I wanted to, I could play vanilla. I just I like Wrath better. Vanilla's too solo unfriendly. I mean, yes, I have bots, but they don't have bots for vanilla as far as I can tell. That could be very fun to play vanilla with bots.
Be careful.
I'm not saying it wouldn't be, but it's just not my cup of tea.
It's on her, friend.
I prefer Wrath. I've played Classic. Oh, I do have a jungle remedy. Okay. Duh. I could have used that. Idiot. All right. No, we're not using that.
Light slice.
Wonder if it tipped. Our look. Correct. I love that font. Oh, so much. That's this font right here, by the way. This cabin. It's so chunky and... Oh, wait. That's not. That's... Wait, maybe it... Yeah, this is... Now I'm losing my mind. Is that Frizz? Trying to look at the telltale signs. Now I can't tell for some reason. Maybe I'm not awake. I mean, this looks chunky and delicious. So Frizz, if this is Frizz, I don't know why I can't tell right away. Yeah, that's Frizz. It looks really good here. Frizz does. Just most other places I prefer cabin. It's like a more modern version of Frizz Quadrata. Chunkier and more rounded. Just want to bite it. I want to gnaw on the characters. See, isn't that lovely? It's so pretty. It's a shockingly well-designed screen font. Such a lovely font. I come from a topography background, so I'm very tuned into what looks good and what doesn't look good from like a design standpoint. Like I've actually made fonts, so I mean they were fonts for hire, but I didn't design my own, but I have like done a lot of font work in Font Lab and Fontographer and created fonts per design spec for people, including some extremely complicated ones, like very complicated, like Zaner Blosser cursive, including all the open type tables for self connection logic. There's even a patent in my name for that font. If you go look it up, look up Nathan A. Dixon, Zaner Blosser patent. Zanerblosser. That's me. It's my only patent. But hey, I have a patent. Not a lot of people can say that, right? It's not my patent. Someone else paid for it, but still I got my name because I was the creator. The company basically bought it, paid for it. They wanted to protect the work that I had done, which was very kind of them. Okay, so bag throw. Sorry, I got distracted. So I was a typesetter for a few years back in 1983 to 86, and that's where I learned about all these fonts. Like I knew about Helvetica, Frizz Quadrata, Antique Olive, Bodini, all these fonts, right? Futura, Universe, back in 83 when I was first exposed to them. Most people didn't know any of those things until like the mid 80s or later when, PageMaker, came out on the Mac, and then there were fonts, and they were like, oh, I can choose a font? And then even later than that, when Adobe came out with their typefaces, the Type 1 PostScript faces that you could buy and use on your computer, and especially when they came out with, oh shit, what was it called? The program that let you render fonts on your screen. Shit, I don't remember it now. It's built into all computers now, but at the time, oh man, dude, really? You suck. You suck. I hate you. But thanks for looting your kills, idiot. Shit. Adobe Font Renderer 1989. Oh, but yeah, Adobe Type Manager. Here we go. Adobe Type Manager, 1989. Yeah. Beautiful, beautiful program. Oh my God. It was amazing. Before then, you had to rely on screen fonts, which were just like pre-rendered approximate. Well, they were correct if you were the exact size that you wanted, but they typically only went up to 24 point. Beyond that, it would scale them, and it would just get more bitmappy and bitmappy. Well, it remained just as bitmappy. Basically, it would just scale the bitmaps up from 24 to whatever. They did later on provide larger bitmaps, like 48 and whatever, and 72 for certain fonts, for like, Helvetica and stuff. I mean, that's what's in my memory. And then it would scale those, so it was a little bit better. But even then, it was sort of rough, especially when you're doing like design work on the Mac. No one took the PC seriously for design work back then, and they shouldn't have. It was garbage. Still kind of garbage, but it's better. But even the Mac is not really as good as it used to be for design work, but that's just a weird little thing that I could go into. But anyway, maybe it is. Maybe they're both just as good as each other now, because they do have the rendering. It's just Windows is so weird with its naming conventions and requirement for file extension names and stuff. It's just so CPM from the 70s. Anyway, Adobe Type Manager would look to see if there was a screen font of that size. Let's say you were setting a 48-point Frizz Quadrata bold headline for like an article or something in PageMaker. Instead of the internal system going and grabbing a screen font, it would return, okay, here is the screen font, but it's not really the correct size. Adobe Type Manager would go, wait a minute, I got this. And it would actually render the font in that size in real time, and then hand that back to the compositing engine, to PageMaker or Quark or whatever, or Adobe Illustrator or Freehand. Those were drawing tools at the time on the Mac. And you would get this beautifully rendered, not anti-aliased, but beautifully rendered 1-bit bitmap on a 1-bit bitmap display, which is what I had at the time. Later on, they added anti-aliasing, which just was even more gorgeous, because then everyone had like grayscale or color displays. I didn't even have a grayscale display. I had a bitmap black and white display until 1989, when I switched to Xanderbloser, right? When I got hired there. And then I didn't have, that's when I had a grayscale monitor, right? That's what I used to design and implement this. Where is it? Patent. Where is it? Wow, Google just doesn't want to find it anymore, does it? I'll find it. I'll find it. I used to have a web page that I actually maintained. Now I just couldn't even be bothered. I had a link there. I know they don't delete patents. If I could remember the number. Let's see. Let's Xanderbloser cursive patent. Oops. Should I spell it correctly? Here we go. Font and method for printing cursive script. So I was using a grayscale monitor when I made this, basically. Inventor. Oh, this is the one that preceded mine. I worked with this guy, by the way. He's the one that designed the font in analog, and then I was the one that basically made it into a computer thing. Wow, it's been like memory hold for some reason. You don't have a patent. You're a liar. I remember it. Maybe it was 91, actually. So it's very interesting to me that it doesn't come up. It tickles my brain like, ooh, it's like a mystery. Why doesn't it show up? It's very strange. patents. Whoops. If I knew how to type patents. Okay. Zaner closer. Here it is. There's me. That's it. There I am. Boy, it's been buried, huh? But, yeah, I didn't draw all this. Well, actually, I made this. But, I think I made all these. I didn't make that. Did I? I made this. I made that. They put this all together, a company that, like, I described to the guys that filed the patent for us. We hired a company that, you know, knows how to do patents. And then they basically sat down with me and I explained to them what it was. I explained everything about how it works and how the code works. And there was like at the time, in my original design, the font didn't have any connection logic internally. I had to use an external program, a C program that I wrote that users could just, like, they would basically type out what they want. They would copy the text. They would execute my code using like a function key and then do a paste. And that would paste in all the characters with the connection logic in between each character. And that worked really well. Then later, they wanted to add some things, and I said, you know what I can do now that OpenType is a thing, because OpenType came out? OpenType lets you build the connection logic into the font. And so with that, you know, it's for ligatures and things so that the font can change contextually as you type, as you enter things. So with that, I realized, you know, I could actually build this little program that's running externally with a function key. I could make that part of the font. Now, it doesn't work the same way. It's actually much more tricky to do because it has to work in one pass. It can't do multiple, you know, there's no looping, basically, right? It has to work in a single pass through the font. So you have to actually structure your code in a way that it works without doing any loops, without doing any conditionals. It just works. So that was kind of a fun challenge to do. If you go to OpenType documentation, they explain it all there, but you basically have to restructure your tables because what it does is it goes through two passes. Well, it's not two passes. It does one thing and then it does a different thing. So they're technically two passes, but they're completely different things, right? The first one is substitution. So it'll go through and it asks, would you like to substitute any characters here, right? I have this character, but when this character is next to this character, would you like to change it? And I'm like, yes, I would like to change that. So basically you build that all in, right? And it has to do it in one pass, which was really weird to figure out. But I finally figured it out. So once you have that, then you have a set of characters that are the same-ish characters, but now they've been modified to work better with characters that they're next to for some reason. Like the design changes a little bit. Now here's where it gets really weird. Now it has a second pass and says, would you like to add anything here? I'm like, yes, I would. I need to add a character between some of these other characters. So I have a B going to an E, and they're the word B by itself. So the E has changed because the letter B connects to the E in a different way than an A connects to an E. So at that point, wait, don't I come back here? Let me see. Oh, I already turned that in. Duh. I got sidetracked. So the E has changed so that it works better with the B in front of it, right? You can go look that up in Zaner Cursive. The E changes the way the loop looks. It's tighter. It doesn't swoop down as much. And then now I have to have the connector that prefixes the B because there's nothing in front of it. So it's the connector that starts at the baseline and goes up to where the loop is, right? So it connects there. And then we have the connector between the B and the E, which connects the loop from the B to the loop of the E. And then we have the ending of the E, which starts at the baseline and goes up to the midline, right? So I have to add 3 characters to that. And I have to do it in a single pass. So how do you do that? Well, you basically group the characters by type, and you find commonalities in the way they connect. And you say, okay, we have the B beginning group, so all characters that begin that way, like the L, the K, the B, and I think there's 4 of them, you have a common connector. So you add that connector to the left. So space B is what I called it, gets this connector. So now we've inserted a character. So the B, that doesn't change because that's already, we've done that pass. Now between the B and the E, we have the B end, or the A ending group, right? Yeah. No, the B ending group, which I believe is the same as, shit, I forget. Maybe it's alone. I don't think so. I think it's the same as the R and the, what else ends that way? The B ends the same way. Yeah, as the R and what else character? I forget. Anyway, whatever connector goes from the B to the E is the same as the R to the E. So you have like a B ending group. So the B ending group connects to the E ending or beginning group. E, I believe, begins the same way as nothing else. I think it's unique. Anyway, so you find that connector and you insert that, right? And then you have the E that's already been substituted. Then you have the A ending group, which the A, there's a lot of characters that end the same way as the E does, where you're at the baseline. So then you find that connector, E space. So now you, instead of having 2 characters, now you have 5. And the other characters are like buried way down, like in the ligature area. So anyway, that's how that works. So anyway, to get back, that's how I'm into fonts. Started back in '83, and I got to the point where I was designing fonts for people for hire based on their specs, and then adapting fonts, manipulating fonts. Like cursive wasn't my design, that was Tom Waslick's design, but I basically made it into computerized, and we refined it a bit. He and I worked together to refine the look of it. Now that it was in the computer, we could do things there that he couldn't do when it was just all done by hand. Well, it wasn't done by hand. It was a photographic process where they had a film strip with openings and they would expose the character. A big game hunter, right. Did I get that? Raptor. Oh, duh. I didn't even see that I had Tethys. Dag nabbit. I'm compelled by the shinies. This guy's way south. I should just go on the path, shouldn't I? As a matter of fact, now that I'm down here this way, I should do these other quests, shouldn't I? Son of a bitch. All the shinies. At some point, I get shiny fatigue, and I just really want to complete the quests. We're still in the north. It splits right here, north and southern, northern and southern Stranglethorn. The split is right where this water line is, right here, this thing, because that's what they do later on. So I'm still in northern. God, I love that exclamation point. Damn it, didn't hit it in time. Fortunately, on this server, on this private server, the drop rate for certain things like that tend to be 100%, which is really interesting. Am I juddering? A little bit here and there. A little bit of hitching. It's not egregious. It's not like every second or anything. Probably because I have well, it's probably because I have so many icons on, but it's also probably because of the turn-in quest thing. Like if I turn this off, that usually makes it go away. Like if I turn these off, it tends to hitch less, or not at all. I don't feel like grabbing those guys out of there. Let's go this way. Save your arcane shot for that moment. Either you can arcane shot them, you can multi-shot them, or you can stun them. All right, so I'm done here. Let's go ahead and discover this area real quick now that I'm down here. We'll do some light farming. What it normally looks like. Dramatic. $258, that's pretty good. Oh, I love those health bars and nameplates so much. I just want to lick them. Look, they're so lickable. Look how beautiful they are. So simple, beautiful. Oh. The only thing I would change is to make the health bar just a little bit shorter, like vertically shorter. I might actually make, I was thinking about this, I might actually make them a little bit smaller this way. Like let's try 90% scale settings. So they're not quite so chunky. I love their look, though. The look is fantastic. Did they change? I think so. There we go. Yeah, they seem to be a little bit smaller. That's good. I used my arcane too soon. It wasn't available for the last moment to kill him before he finished healing. I'm not seeing his cast. I should be seeing his cast. Son of a bitch. That was his heal that did that. That was one thing that was great about being melee hunter. I could wing clip runners long before they reached 20% or whatever. Basically, I had my version of a hamstring that I could use for essentially free. It was amazing. Because I always had energy because Viper was there, and it was amazing how much, and it only penalized you a little bit, not like a lot. It was amazing. I really want that purple lotus. Try to run now. Son of a bitch. Shit. All right, well, still I got him with the double whammy of arcane shot and multi-shot. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Better run now, jerk. Those guys actually surprised me, which is my bad. Normally I would turn on hunter tracking, but I'm an herbalist at this point, so I'll probably not be an herbalist later, but for now, it's good to feed these materials to the lobies. I kind of wish I'd become a miner instead, because that would let me feed... Well, I guess either way I'm feeding two professions. Alchemy and herbalism, in this case. As opposed to engineering and mining, in the other case. But at this point, I didn't have a... When I decided to level him as herbalist, I didn't have anything. He was the only character. So it was herbalism skinning just for the resources, right? Just to sell. Or maybe bank it for the other characters. All right. I'll get out of here. We're done with that, so let's check some other quests here. We want that one. So we're going down here. Let's just go that way. Falling into the unknown. Kind of nice. Almost all of these herb nodes are mine because the herbalists that are, you know, bots don't seem to be leveling their herbalism beyond the first tier, which is interesting. Kind of wish they would. It'd be more realistic to come here and not find as many nodes, but I'm not going to cry. He's not wrong. It is a marsh, after all. Remember, Tethys is the only blue raptor down here. So he's easy to spot. Come on, Tethy. You nerfed NPC, you. Poor nerf thing. I wouldn't mind if he were still elite. But they wanted to make it more solo friendly. To get people up to 70 and 80. There he is. Oh, Tethy. So now we're going south. I won't go there. Puts me out in the water, and then I have to like scale the cliff to get back, and like I won't let me back up. But if something's easy to get, I'll get it. How's my skinning? Ooh, I'm almost 300. Nice. Oh, what What dungeons are available now? Should do a dungeon after this. Ah, Maradon. Maradon. I love Maradon. Or Mara. Zul'Farrak. These Southern Kalimdor dungeons. My next task is to go stack my quest log for Mara and Zul'Farrak, both. And then go do those 2 dungeons. After I finish these quests.
Recharging.
I mean, I don't have to do every quest down here. But it's a fun zone. I don't have PvP nightmares of it because I don't PvP here. I think it partly gets our bad rap because it's so big. It takes forever to get from one end to the other, and they used to not have like the rebel camp up there with the flight path. So to get here, you had to go to Booty Bay and then all the way up, or you had to come down here from Darkshire as Alliance, of course. As Horde, you had Grumgol. $44, nice. Let's see here. Let's go more dodge. There we go. How about you piss off? There we go. All right, excellent. I need to really boost his defenses with the points here. Yeah. Citrine, nice. He just had that in his pocket. Now really I should be down here, because there's quests you can do out here later on, but I probably won't do those. I did get to the point where I was friendly with the Blood Sails, so that I could actually go out and do their quests. They have quests out here that you can do for them. and then you're hostile with Booty Bay, so you have to like come down from the rebel camp to do it. Gets kind of annoying. I didn't get all the way to insane though. That would be insane. But I wanted to get like the Bloodsail Admiral's hat and stuff. This was on my DK back during Wrath. The original Wrath. So many shinies. All right. These guys used to be elites, or at least the ones on the other side of the trail did. Used to be elites. At least that's my memory. Shit, this is bad. This is bad. Way too many mages. Way too many mages. Dude, let's get out of here. Let's reset it. Insane, like 5 mages. Nope, still too many. Jesus criminy, they're following along. There we go. I mean, I could feign death, but they'd still come after the pet. Okay, we're not going to go up there. That's crazy. It's way too many mages in one spot. All right, let's get to this. I mean, I could, like, you know, do tricky things like drop a trap and all that stuff. I'd have to run up there to do it, but that's just way too many mages in one spot, right? Yeah, it's just not worth it, honestly. There's just some, yeah, that's the one. That's the spot I'm thinking of. Those guys used to be elites, not a bunch of mages. That's weird. That's different. I've never seen that before. But that's what I was thinking by the west side of the trail. I thought I'd already crossed the trail. We can go get... see, let's get these markers out. Yeah. Bag space is still okay. Oh yeah, let's go up here. Or you know what? I could start down here. Oh wait, no, Mari's or the one. There's a unique spawn up here, a name spawn that I have to kill. Really? Someone's really? Wait a minute. Who's doing that? Is that a bug? Where's that player? Are they doing botting tricks? Very clever bot. I don't see how that's sustainable. I don't see how I'm doing that. Is that a bug? That must be a bug. Oh, it's really there. They're really doing that. That's really annoying. Ah, we need that. Go away. That can't be part of. They're too low to have volley, aren't they? I guess I have volley, don't I? Yeah, I have volley. It has to be a bug. There's no way that's real. Alright. So that. It's just really weird. I have that screen. John Spyglass. So now we can go to the other place. That was bizarre. Can't get rid of disease with this, can I? Ooh, I can. Excellent. Excellent. Let's put that right here. Yeah. Another one here. Is that something the NPCs do? Is that like a bot strategy? Go and just volley this area as enemies spawn. You can kill them. Tag them before anyone else tags them.
Out of range.
It's very clever, but kind of annoying. Okay, this one, it's a mage. Trying to grab spawns. I wonder if there's a script for that, like they're trying to get a specific named mob, so they just continually do AoE. Except they're on their mount, they can't be doing AoE. It's kind of a broken thing, isn't it? It's like they cast it once and now it's permacast. Strange. Very exploity. Let's see, we're looking for another named one here, Chucky. think Chucky spawns here, doesn't he? That's what the exclamation point says. Let's see. That's really annoying. It's like a bot hack or something. My kill now. Oh, they're same level as me. That's why it's taking longer. Ah. The hill is my nemesis. Really? Purple lotus around ruins. That has to be like a server glitch. Like there's nothing really casting that, right? The server just thinks there is. Really wish I'd kept my fishing pole on me. Actually, I need to put that in the open section. Makes me sad that I can't loot that. I only have 4. Now I have 5. If I had a GM account, or were on a GM account, I would ban that mob, that bot, for being here. But I'm not a GM, can't do it. Oh. One moment. I'll be right back. I'm going to mute my mic because my wife heated up Swedish meatballs. So I'm going to eat those for breakfast. We'll do cereal. Haven't done cereal since about 2010. How is my cat still in combat? Leave this area and see if he resets. He thinks he's in combat with something. Kind of annoying. This should reset it. tighten that up just by another pixel. It's a black bar around itself. Okay, so now it's colliding. CTP cast bar. I don't see a way to get rid of it or reduce it. Oh, yeah, looks like it's just sort of stuck. Yep. It'll have to stay at 13. Because that way at least it doesn't collide. Guess I never noticed that before. It's too thick. It should be just 1 pixel. In my opinion. I think that weird frost thing is what's causing him to go into combat. I'm just going to try to avoid it and see if that makes it work correctly. Done. We don't want an overly tall quest tracker over here. It's real fun watching someone grind mobs, isn't it? Oh wait, that's it, 12, nice. Okay, we'll turn that one off. Out of there. I think, actually, Questy, I think there's a way to remove them as they complete, right? Yes, there we go. All right, let's go get the bottle. Wait, is that the bottle? You know, that might just be a built-in thing. I don't remember. It's either a bug on the server or maybe that's just what they're doing. they're casting that forever in that spot. I just don't remember it because I'm so used to kata or something. I don't know. Yeah, okay, I'm on herbs. Good, good, good. Do I have the quest for that? I do have the quest for that. See, I think I can get him on this character, on this cat. Yeah, easy peasy on a kitty. Got all that self-healing coming in. He's healing himself. I'm healing him with improved men pet. And then we also have spirit bond going on. There we go. Excellent. As he rubbed his hands together like Mr. Burns. Excellent.
I'm out of rain.
Yeah, I'll skip that one. All right, let's go to the quest item. There's a boat. Should be a thing in a boat. If I have that quest. I think I have that quest. Maybe was that added in Kata? I forget. There's like a thing that takes you to a boat, but maybe that's Cataclysm when they added that. Any one of them can have Dizzy's Eye, right? I think so, yeah. Ooh, that's weird looking tooltip. Like, there we go. It sorted itself out finally. Let's go this way. Oh, I need the map fragment, don't I? Or the charts, yeah. Is Kitty 44 yet? He is. Nice. Okay. So we're going to give him charge. Turn it on, don't I? There it is. Where is it? There it is. See? Love it. Gap closers are fun. Minions first. Not me, the pet. the chart's not here? I probably should have looked for that first, shouldn't I? Okay, they're down there. Son of a bitch. There they are in the boat. I was dumb, and over there. I see the sparkle there, I see the sparkle there. That was bad. I should have just I should have thought better. I wasn't thinking better. Hey, there we go. All right. Let's get rid of this straggler out here. Let's pull this guy out, maybe. Shit. Wasn't thinking about him running. That was stupid. There's a vendor. You should see what the vendor has. No, I don't care. Okay, I'm done down here. We have lots of quests to turn in. Now, why didn't this complete? Why didn't it remove it? Hide completed. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay, that's it. Oh, minimize. Interesting. Okay. That's a different way to approach it. I kind of want them just removed. I'll look at that in a minute. I have no tussle with you, Raider. Or you, Mage. Okay. Questy. I mean, I kind of like that. That's good. But I kind of wish that we just hide them. Ah, there we go. That's why. Perfect. All right, so now we have a whole bunch. Should have a whole bunch of those in here. Yep. Sometimes I want to see the question marks. Sometimes I don't. I want to see them when I have quests to turn in, but I don't want to see them otherwise because it makes it juddery. Like where the game sort of pauses for a fraction of a second every now and then. Like right there, it did it. All right. Right there. There, it did it. It's like something about their code is running synchronously and it's really bugging me.
What can I do for you?
It causes the frame to not be drawn in time because they're eating too much processing time doing something. So instead, that frame just maybe 1 or 2 frames skip and they don't get drawn, and so you end up recovering like when you've moved on a little bit farther.
Talk to me.
And it results in a little pause in the game rendering, and then it picks up a few frames later when you've already moved a little bit. So it's like a little stutter or a judder,
What brings you here? Be careful.
I'm not necessarily going to do all these follow-ups here. I do want to go do Mara. I love Mara.
Time is money, friend.
Can I help you?
Yes, and
For
yes.
the Alliance.
Okay. I'll look at that in a minute. I'm not necessarily going to do that. I do want to do the quest that send me to Steamweedle Port, which is in Tenaris. So if there's any of those, like, hey, go talk to my friend Grixig, and, you know, whatever it is. What's that? No. Crank Fizzlebub. He doesn't have a quest. No. Okay, so that's a follow-up that I'm probably not going to do. Zanzel's Mixture and a Fool's Stout. Okay, so then I think the only thing I have now is Raptor Mastery, Akiris by the bundle. So these are up here, right? Wait. Akiris by the bundle is Theramore, Rebel Camp, whatever his place. Okay. So I'm going to hold on to those quests. I'm probably not going to do them because I do need to go do, wow, lots of quests, lots of things to pass over. Friend quests. There we go. Excellent. Okay, now we have. Okay, let's make a rule. Add open clams. If name has the word clam in it, and the tooltip somewhere says open, then we're going to say that's it, right? Because it has the word clam in the name, and then open, it says use open, so the word open is there. So that's that, right? Let's go down to open clams. I think I have another open one, right? Okay, no, that's right. Container open clams. Trying to get my nomenclature right here. Let me update my spreadsheet for that. Sheets, Google, that way I don't lose it. I'm trying to be smart about my definitions here. All right, so arc rules, 100, whoops, container, open, clams, and then that. I think that should work. Okay, now, accept. Now, if I assign that rule to, notice it's off here by itself. It's no longer in the food category or whatever it was. And then the category I want it to be in instead, if I look at arc bars, is 70. So, yeah, there we go. Rule container open clams.
Hey,
Open. Excellent. Perfection.
No ground.
That's better. Because I don't need spirit. I need stamina. Because I give my pet stamina. The old one's still better because of the hit and the attack power.
Strength.
Okay. Alright. herb. Brimage. You'll probably never need these, but cloth. Pantry. Auction gal. Auction gal. Bridia. Brickens. Oops. Auction gal. I'll never make anything with Afterhide. It's one of those weird idiosyncratic things that you just, oh, cool, I could make this. It's like you never do. You're never going to make that. Unless, like, it's a special weird item. Oh, wow. I'm low on arrows, aren't I? Interesting. Sell those. Let's see. This... Combat. 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 That's garbage. Because, I mean, you would normally want this on your enhancement shaman because it's a mace and it has agility. But the problem there is it's a fast mace, and that would not be good for anybody. So we're going to disenchant that. That's actually pretty good. Let's put that in, yeah, cloth. Leather.
What are you looking for?
Get rid of all but one, because there is that one quest. Although, Gorilla Fangs are pretty easy to get to drop. Yeah, I'm not going to go do that, probably. I'm going to do that, probably. Okay, so let's go to... Let's track that, and that. I don't need to see it on the tracker, because I know I'm doing them.
What?
No. I'm gonna do that. I'll hold on to that, because I might do that when I go to Tanterlands in the upper 40s. No. No. I'm not going on the ships. Stone of the Tides. I don't want to go... Oh, wow, look at that. I'll definitely want to do that on my... Well, maybe. It depends on if they have any spell power stuff. But look how beautiful that box is, right? Just, if you compare it to what the default is, the font is lovely and liquidy looking. I love that. The border is pleasant. It's like this blue box around it. It's beautiful. Everything's perfectly spaced. Perfect colors. I love it so much. That's thanks to TipTac, by the way, and the fact that I'm using the cabin font that I made my own add-on for to make sure that I could just insert it and have it on any whatever. I'll be back. The basic rule of thumb is you always want to go to readability for readability over style. Style is great if you can get it, but not at the sacrifice of readability.
See you later. See you around.
Where's that? Ah. That's if I did the ogres. That's the same as the ogre cave, right? Yeah. I don't think I'll be doing that. I would love to, but I need to get on and do Moradin. Moradin, sorry. Everyone calls it Moradin, but it's spelled like Marauder, so it's Moradin, in my opinion. I did want to finish this by killing, shit, what's his name? I tamed him once, back in the original game. Banglash, that's it, Banglash. I had to, like, set my mind on something else for a moment.
Off with you.
It's a very good piece if you don't have the agility. But yeah, what I have is better. Oh, right.
What can I
Alright,
do?
big game hunter. Yeah, it's not an upgrade for me now because I have the quill shooter, but
You see?
that's a dungeon drop. So it would make sense that it's better. But I still want to kill Banglash. The trick with him is to stun him just as he approaches 50% health so that he doesn't summon his adds. If I can time that just right, then it'll be easy to kill him. I killed him in Hardcore Wrath, which was a player-made thing. I think I was 44 when I killed him. There's a video of it, I'm sure, on my live history. Back when I was doing the hardcore thing. God, that was so fun. I only died once on accident on like 12 characters. I died twice on purpose. First time was a failed attempt at getting a Death Knight. Second attempt, I got the Death Knight, and then I failed because there's bugs in the Death Knight zone. It's really disappointing. I basically got dismounted just for going slightly out of bounds when I was doing the bombing run, and it was very unfair. What does it think I have? Make sure we have no enemies in the area. Make sure all the stealth kitties are not here. There we go. Beautiful kitty. He was my main pet for a while back in retail. Back in 2007. It was funny, there was another hunter that was near me and he was cheering me as I was taming him. It was very cute. He was like a couple levels below me, so he was like really impressed. You could just, he was like, cheer, you know, cheering you on. I think he was helping too, like he set another ice trap down so that when mine broke, I didn't get eaten alive. I'm not going to tame this guy. I'm going to kill them, or at least I'm going to try. See, I don't think there's any other stealthed ones around here. All right. Remember, we have to basically interrupt him, stun him just as he reaches 50%. 59, 58, 56, 5. Shit. He just went right past it. Damn it. Wow, he just went like from 55 to 40% in 2 seconds. Can't stun that. Son of a bitch. Stop attacking me, jerk. You saw it, right? He went from like 55% to like 45% in like a split second.
That's totally charging.
I mean, I can still kill him. It's just annoying. Yeah, these are spawns, so or like summoned enemies, so you can't skin them. Oop, purple lotus. It'll be nice when I don't have herbalism on this guy anymore, because it's like, it's so tempting to want to stop and just herb everything, but it's like, if I did that, I'd just never get anything done. And I can stop tracking them, but then I kind of want to see them.
You got my attention.
Can I have my disappointing bow? Let's see, 102. Yeah, 102.
Safe travels.
Boom. Already did it. Go away. All right. Let's go train. Because I'm 44 now, so there should be at least one spell. Maybe one spell that's useful. I don't train all spells because there's a lot of stuff I never use on Hunter. There's a lot of stuff that's not really useful unless you PvP a lot, so I just don't even bother. Because I don't PvP. I've considered it on this server, but I need to do more research on how to set it up properly for like backgrounds or battlegrounds. I wouldn't mind doing Alterac Valley. It's not the worst place to go. It's actually, it can be fun, especially if you know a lot of players together. But it's not my favorite thing to do. And but if I were just with a bunch of bots, it wouldn't feel so insulting when I die. That's one of my problems with PvP is I feel insulted when I die. I take it personally. I know I shouldn't, but I do. It's just it's a personal flaw of mine, and it's not going away ever. It's one thing if I'm like in a Halo battle royale with friends on my own, you know, Xbox 360 back in 2006. You know, doing Halo 2 battle royale, and we're just being silly and having a beer or two, and it's just fun. And there's 4 of us, and there's 4 little screens on the big screen that we're all watching each other. We're laughing at stuff. That's one thing, and I can take that for maybe an hour, then I get tired of it. But to do PvP battlegrounds all day, every day, forever, I can't think of anything I'd rather not do. But some people are PvP junkies, man. They can't get enough of it. It's just not me. I don't understand it. I'm not saying they're wrong. It's just I don't get it. It's not my kind of fun. I'm more into adventuring and exploration. See, the drawing there is a little bit off. It's picking the wrong model when you fly in. That's weird. It's stuttery now. Let me turn off the... Get rid of those stutters, or at least try to. Still stuttery. Usually clearing the cache fixes that. Here, let me do that. It really get. Ooh, he's level 50. Okay, really gets on my nerves when it stutters. Come on.
Interest you on a pint? Off with you.
You got my attention.
What are you looking for? Be careful. You need something? See you later. Hey there. See you around.